I found out that my sister's boyfriend was also my boyfriend 5 years into our relationship. Story time. So me and my boyfriend, who we will call Steve, have been together for 5 years. He was always around at my family's home. He came on pretty much every family holiday. So of course when he's round and when he's on holiday, my sister was also there too. We'll call my sister Amy. So one day Steve's in the shower. I look over and I start to see like loads of random things in his room that I've never seen before. And these things were like girl things, right? I'm talking like claw clips, bobby pins, hair ties. So I thought, I'm going to investigate this situation. I started to go through all of his bedside drawers. And that was when I find a claw clip, which is very distinctive, right? I actually have it here. I've only ever seen one claw clip like this, and that was the one that was owned by my sister. I go full FBI mode. This one evening, Steve says he's busy, so we can't see each other. And funnily enough, when I asked if I could hang out with Amy, she was also busy. I played it that I was going to sleep and that I was going to get an early night. And I waited for my sister to leave. She pulls out, it's go time. I jump into my car and I'm still in my pajamas. And then it gets serious. She starts to go a direction that only I know one person lives in. She drives all the way to Steve's house. As soon as she pulls in, the door swings open, Steve meets her, and they just start making out in the doorway. Have a bit of privacy, guys, come on. To say I was heartbroken was an absolute understatement, but I didn't act. I stayed very calm. I stayed very demure, very cutesy, very mindful of the plan. I had never ever been through a boyfriend's phone before, but you know, certain circumstances cause for a little snooping. I find so many pictures of him and Amy kissing, other bits, and I'm scrolling down this motherfucker's timeline, right? Watching the date get longer and longer away. I'm sending myself all of the evidence. I'm going to expose this shit. So, my sister's birthday was last week, and she wanted to have a big projector with like loads of baby pictures of her as she's growing up. And I was like, I can sort that for you, babe. The whole entire family is there. My friends, her friends, Steve's friends, Steve's family. Everyone is there. Loads of gorgeous baby pictures of Amy pop up, and I was like, guys, I have a special presentation to show you all for the birthday girl. And that is when I showed the whole party the evidence I had found projected on a big wall against our house. But that wasn't all. I kind of wanted to take it a little bit step further. I'm watching the presentation, I'm looking at the cake, I'm looking at Amy, I'm watching the presentation, I'm looking at the cake, I'm looking at Amy, I'm looking at the cake, I'm looking at Amy. And as I decided to make my grand exit from the party, I threw that cake in her face. I guess she did get to have her cake and eat it too.
Get ready with me, except my mom is sitting here watching the whole time. She said that I've been spending way too much money on skincare products lately, so she wanted to watch me to see if I'm using too much product. No, this is how much you have to put on so you don't get wrinkles. Oh. Dang it. The thing that she doesn't understand though is that like I watch so many like TikTok videos of like literal professionals telling me exactly what to do. She's just like a secretary, so like I don't know why she thinks that she would know anything about like skincare. I don't know, maybe if you would actually try to put a little bit of effort into yourself, you would like understand that it like actually takes a lot sometimes. Want me to be popular, right? Like I don't know why you're being so stingy about this stuff. It's just money. Ugh. At this point, if you're gonna like make a big deal about it, like I'll just get my own job. Pay for all of this stuff myself, and you won't. No, Dad's new girlfriend said she'll buy it for me then. Ugh, you're just jealous. She actually has good skin. So someone like please explain to my mom that like I'm right and she's just like wrong and she's just like really old.
Get ready with us to expose our school. Disclaimer, we did graduate high school, so this does not matter anymore. Okay, so we had this history teacher, right? And the history teacher was like such a creep. Like he was so creepy. He was like creepy looking, creepy acting. We're in his class, geography, and one day we like noticed he was like staring at our legs.
And mind you, this was the year we were allowed to wear skirts. Basically, we had to wear uniforms. And so we would sit at the back of the classroom facing him, and his desk would face us, and he would be staring
at our legs. Like, we're not even exaggerating. Like, multiple girls have, like, said, like, oh, yeah, he's such a creep. Like, he would look at my legs. Like, we're not lying.
He would watch the cheerleaders, like, after school hours. Like, nobody would be there except for, like, him and the coaches and
so weird. Okay, so I actually left his class because I had, like, a weird, like, encounter thing with him. after school one day, and so like I left his class and like I reported him to the principal, and she basically told us like he's different. Like while this grown man is looking at little girls' legs, like you're telling me, oh, he's different. While he's watching cheerleaders, he's different. Yeah, that's not real. But anyways, yeah, nothing ever happened to him, so he's literally still at our school as we speak.
And also that same year when we were freshmen, we had 4 English teachers in 1 year because nobody wanted to keep their job.
We started off with this English teacher. She was mean.
Okay, so she left within like 2 weeks of the school starting. Then we had a second English teacher, and he literally there for 2 days, and he only talked about his personal life.
You know this sound in the middle of the night, in the middle of...
How to tell your parents you have a boyfriend or girlfriend. Even if they're super strict, I got you. Key to getting your parents to like anyone is soft launching them. We're going to casually bring up this new friend that you met, and they are just a friend. So during this friendship, you're going to tell your parents amazing things that they have done for you. The key is to make them sound like a really great friend that would do anything for you. If you needed help studying for school and they were acing the class and they lent their time to help you. Parents love people that value their kid and help their kid. After you tell them that story, you're gonna ask for their opinion. You're gonna say, oh, what do you think of them? Like, aren't they so sweet? Parents love to give their opinion, and they're gonna like that you're valuing their opinion. Now that they've heard amazing stories about them, you're gonna say, hey, what do you think about me possibly dating them? Not that you have started dating them, but you're thinking about it and you want their opinion. Your parents are going to eat that up, and they'll most likely be okay with it because of the amazing things that they've heard about them. Trust me, girlies, soft launching a relationship to your parents is the best way to do it, especially if you're scared and they're on the stricter side. Mwah, love you all, bye.
Everybody at school annoyed me today, so I'm gonna just make a video about things that annoy me.
What annoys me is your face.
I was just at a pep rally. Calm down. Okay, y'all, this is just something that really annoys me. When you're scrolling on TikTok, it says, you've been scrolling for a while. Let's take a break and do some breathing exercise. Like, no. Just keep scrolling. Whenever you're trying to type something, right? And then it just auto-corrects it to something else. And it's like at the end of the sentence.
When I say, what the duck? I'm not trying to say duck.
She thought I was trying to spell Delulu. Auto-corrected it to Delilah. Who's Delilah and why are you in my business? Like, I asked Siri to do something, right? And it says, I can't do that, but go to your settings and I'll adjust it. Listen to me when I say pause my music. I'm not going to settings right now. Whenever I'm on YouTube and I'm trying to skip an ad and it's like, wait 30 seconds. No, just skip it now. Oh, this is the realest thing I said of the whole video. Why don't they give you a 2% Apple charger warning? Yes, they give us a 5% battery warning. Why don't they give us a 2% battery warning? You could have told me it was at 2% so I could go charge it. Now my phone just dies.
You got problems.
They give me a warning because it just be dying out of nowhere. Now this stuff is rigged. Whenever I'm trying to make a password, it has to be 20 letters long. It cannot have punctuation. This password cannot have all this, all that. Let me just make a password I can remember. I'm on Spotify. I have a certain playlist and songs I actually like. It just gives me a whole bunch of songs that I don't even like. I skip them all. Then it says you've already reached your 6 skip like limit. I can't afford premium. Let me skip the song. Like if somebody could just cash at me for premium, I really need premium because Spotify don't know how to work this stuff. Talking about things that annoys me even more. I'm gonna just end the video right here. So many things annoy me, and even my mom.
It's me.
Bye, guys.
What the f?
Get ready with me while I tell you guys a really creepy story that's been happening to me lately, and I think it's still happening. Okay, as most of you guys know, I moved out about 3 months ago and I did a whole move out series on my TikTok. So many people know I live alone now. And about a week ago, I was going to Trader Joe's. And you guys, last time I had a weird story, it was at Trader Joe's too. I don't know what the heck goes on in Trader Joe's. A little backstory, I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but when I was leaving my house to go to Trader Joe's, I saw a baby blue car parked right in front of my house, and I didn't think anything of it. I just saw it. When I got to Trader Joe's, I had barely even entered, like I was just grabbing a car, and this guy stops me. He looks about to be a middle-aged man, maybe in his 40s, okay? He told me how he really likes my family's videos, and he liked my videos especially. He said he follows me on everything, and that he's emailed me before. Don't know what that email entailed, but he said that he's emailed me before, and I get really awkward in these encounters. I was just like, oh my god, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. And then he asked to take a picture with me, which I did. I took a picture with him. Okay. Anyway, so the whole time I'm shopping, I swear he is staring at me, and he had a black hat on, which made everything a lot more creepier. Like it felt like he was doing this like from the corners of his eye. And you know when you just feel someone looking at you, I just felt him staring at me the whole time I was there. So towards the end of my shopping, I'm like checking out and I start like keeping an eye out for him. Like I wanted to know where he was because I didn't want to have to like run into him again as I was leaving, and I couldn't find him anywhere. Like he just was nowhere to be seen, and I thought he left. I'm like, okay, he's like finally gone. At this point, I made it to my car. I put my things in the trunk and I'm about to leave. Like I'm in the driver's seat, and as I'm leaving, I see from a distance, I still don't know if this has anything to do with anything, but I see from a distance parked in the back of Trader Joe's, and there was a lot of empty spots in the front. It's parked in the back of Trader Joe's, that same blue car that was parked at my house. And it's not just like a normal blue car, guys. It's like a baby blue, bright blue car. Like I don't see that color everywhere I go, you know? It still probably has nothing to do with it, but in that moment I started thinking like, oh, like what if that car is him and he like followed me here? Very next day, I get a knock on my door around like 6 p.m. and I didn't answer it because sometimes my neighbor, like kids knock on my door, they want to hang out, and like sometimes I just ignore them, okay? Next morning, I opened the door to leave and I found these at my doorstep. What? I don't have anybody to be dropping off these huge flowers at my doorstep. Like, I don't know where they came from. They look a little older in the picture because this happened a few days ago and I'm filming this now. I didn't touch those flowers. I was like, what if they're poisonous? I just left them out there and they're still outside of my house. Like, what if somebody's trying to kill me? They're trying to be, she wanted me.
Back in the day, when I was in secondary school, I used to chill with the girls in the year above me, and we were all pretty naughty friendship group. So one day I come into school and I have been immediately called into my head teacher's office, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? So the deputy head starts sitting me down going, there's been a fight this morning and you're the instigator of it. And I'm like, what fight, darling? I have no idea what on God's green earth you're talking about. He starts telling me, oh, well, there's CCTV footage. We have evidence. We know that you're the instigator. He starts telling me that this girl that I don't like and I had issues with got jumped in the morning by two of my friends. And I was like, well, I wasn't there. And he was like, yeah, but you instigated it. And I was like, no, I have no knowledge of what you're telling me right now. Like, you're currently giving me major gossip. What do you mean she got jumped? I need the nitty-gritty details, immediate effect. Me and him are going back and forth. And he's telling me that, like, basically both of my best friends started arguing with her outside the train station on the way to school, and then they all started scrapping. And I was like, okay, but how do you think that I come into this equation? And he was like, well, because you're the one that has a problem with her. And I'm like, well, no, clearly they've got their own separate issue with her, because I didn't fucking order them and say, yeah, you be gone, go and mash her up. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, I got put on Red Report and I got put in isolation that day, even though I actually didn't do anything wrong. You can't just tell me that a bitch I don't like got jumped, but you're not going to give me the details, but you are going to put me in isolation. Like, I'm telling you, I didn't know anything about this. If I knew that she was getting jumped, I would have been there to watch, because I really didn't fucking like her. Anyway, my school used to always do this tactic. Whenever we used to get in trouble, they used to be like, well, we have CCTV footage of this, to try and like bait you into telling like the truth. But like, obviously, if you got in trouble enough and you were smart enough, you knew that actually like none of the CCTV cameras in our school work. These people really thought they were the fucking police, like trying to bait us into telling the truth. And I remember school, it genuinely was like a fucking police station every day, writing long ass statements. Well, this particular day I didn't really have much to fucking write, apart from I don't know why the fuck I'm here. I don't know. I think they were really trying to push the whole guilty by association nonsense to teach me from young that this is what's going on. But like, I was usually just as bad as they were, but just this particular day I didn't have a fucking clue about what was going on. Moral of the story is, birds of the same feather flock together, and if you're flocking with a certain type of bird, be expected to be treated accordingly. Unaccused, you know, if the birds are not so great. Let me know if you guys want more school story times, because I have absolutely endless stories for you.
First, get ready with me after a breakup. Alright, I need to stop doing that, but if y'all have been wondering why I haven't been posting consistently, that's why. We had been dating for 5 years, and I decided to break it off this past weekend. Now, I don't want to say too much, just because I respect his privacy, but basically, I have just grown out of him, and I just feel like I've lost myself, and he's done certain things in the past, messed up things, and I guess I just never really fully got over it. And yeah, I probably already said too much, but we're still on good terms. I don't hate him or anything like that, but we're doing no contact right now. But mostly I just feel guilty because it definitely was not mutual, okay? But you know, sometimes you have to be selfish for once in your life, and I'm doing that because genuinely I just have not been happy. That's like the overall thing. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's pouring rain outside right now. It really sets the mood, really sets the scene. The breakup would have definitely been easier if we didn't live together, but it's fine. Tell me why I just heard a knock at my door and then he slid these under the front door. I think I'm gonna be sick. I can't do this. Anyways, I wish I could explain this better. Like, it kind of came out of nowhere, but it didn't. Like, I slowly was naturally detaching from him. And I didn't, like, mean to. It was just, like, it was just happening. Like, I don't know. I should not be talking about this because I did not want other people's opinions. Because I really do not need that right now, especially if they're, like, negative. Just be nice, guys. Just be nice. I think the hardest part about breaking up nowadays is honestly getting used to not texting them about things that happen throughout your day, or seeing like a TikTok or an Instagram reel or a meme or something that like you would normally send them and then you can't. You know what I mean? The little things like that. But for me, I am really struggling living alone. Y'all are probably thinking like I don't even seem that sad. And honestly, maybe I'm not, because I have been through worse, honey. If I can get through my dad dying, I can definitely get through this. So yeah, but honestly, I feel free. I feel at peace. I honestly, I feel good. Not good, but I feel relieved. I just need to shut up already. I just can't help it. Like, you guys are literally like my besties. Like, I'm just like venting on FaceTime to my bestie. Like, I can't help it. I just felt like I needed to like say something about it because I feel like I couldn't just like keep posting and just act like, I don't know. I just like for some reason can't keep it from y'all. I just feel weird like posting and not telling y'all. Wait, can we talk about the fact that I woke up to 700,000 followers? I love you guys. What the hell? Thank you guys. But another hard thing is all of my besties, my in real life besties, have long-term committed relationships. Like, frick y'all and your boyfriends. Break up with, no, I'm kidding. Because, you know, I need some girly time now more than ever. But they're all in school, they're all in college and working at the same time, which is like literally so much. They're always busy. And then by the time, like, when they do have time to chill, they want to chill with their boyfriends, which is like totally understandable. So I just feel like a burden. And I'm out of setting spray. But if you're going through a breakup too, girl, you are not alone, okay? We're gonna get through this together, okay? Don't worry. We're both gonna get those post-breakup glow-ups, okay? But I'm gonna go out and eat some Italian food. I have a date with my mom. Hot psych. It's not with the dude. It's my mom. We're just gonna like talk shit. But no. But I love you guys. Bye.
Get ready for me for school. Okay, a lot of people are asking me what I do for my hair. These are just heatless curls. I have a tutorial on my page if you guys want to follow it. It's also my pinned video. Getting ready to go to the dentist today. Currently 10:15 and I have to leave at 10:30. Yesterday I had a volleyball game and we lost. Varsity did really good, so I keep putting off buying my Halloween costume because I know it's going to be expensive and I'm just not looking forward to paying that. So I'm running out of this, so I need to order more of this. I need to order more brow serum. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but we literally need to go in 7 minutes, and this is me. I haven't watched the Victoria's Secret show yet, but I want to so bad. I've been hearing like mixed reviews on it, but honestly, for the budget that Victoria's Secret has now compared to then, I think it's gonna be pretty good. I'm also really sad that they're all wearing like ponytails instead of like the usual blowouts that the Victoria's Secret angels have. Okay, all I have is mascara left, and it's 10:30 right now. Okay, I finished my makeup. Top is from Hollister, and my jeans are from Motel Rocks. Bye, guys.
My husband's been telling his coworkers that I'm his sister. Yeah, his sister. My husband and I have been married for 3 years. No kids, a dog. I mean, life is good for us. Or so I thought life was good for us. For the past 2 years, my husband's been working at this accounting firm that he absolutely loves. He's pretty good friends with his coworkers, and sometimes after work they'll get drinks or dinner, but I've never gone. Now, people might think this is kind of weird, but it's not. I've never asked to go. I have my own friends, my own life. I like my husband to have his life and be able to do his things, and I like us to have our own independence in our marriage. Looking back now, yeah, it's weird that he never invited me, not a single time. I've met all my husband's other friends that are not work friends, and he's met all of my friends, but yeah, he never invited me to any of his work friend hangouts. I didn't realize it at the time, but this whole secret started to reveal itself over a year ago. I was out celebrating a friend's birthday without my husband, let's call him Josh, when a guy that I had never met comes up to me at the bar and is like, "Hey, it's Kels, right?" I cannot hide a single expression on my face, so the man knew I was confused because I was literally staring at him like... And that's when he was like, "Oh, I work with Josh." And that made sense. I was like, oh, actually, now that I'm like squinting my eyes and looking at him a little closer, I feel like my husband had shown me a photo of this guy before. We had a little bit of awkward small talk. I mean, I was trying to be nice. Obviously, I wanted to make a good impression. It's my husband's coworker, but also I was celebrating my friend's birthday and I wanted to go hang out with the girls. So near the end of the conversation, when it was clear that, the conversation was ending, the guy goes, "I think it's really nice how close you and Josh are. I wish my brother lived near me and we were so close." And I mean, knowing what I know now, I wish it would have set off way more alarm bells, but I was like, the guy's been drinking. He does not know what he's talking about. And like, it's just not that big of a deal. Whatever. Maybe he just has been thinking about his brother today, really wanted to talk about him with somebody. I don't know. None of my business. I guess it is my business. It was my business. I just didn't think it was. I never told Josh about this conversation. Not because I was trying to hide it, but because honestly, I forgot about it. I mean, it was a 3-minute conversation in my whole night. And when I got home from the bar, Josh was already asleep. So by the time we were talking in the morning, like, it's past. The thought is past. I never really thought about it again. But here's where everything really started clicking for me. Yesterday morning, I was taking our dog Monty out for a walk. Now, Monty's a pretty unique looking dog. So, I mean, you can tell it's him. If you've met the dog before, you know who he is. As we're walking past a coffee shop, this guy walks out and immediately lights up when he sees the dog. And immediately it's like, "Monty, it's so good to see you." And Monty is so excited. And immediately I'm like, oh, this must be one of Josh's coworkers because Josh actually brings Monty to the office a few times a week. So I was like, oh, this makes sense. This is how you would recognize my dog. And my dog clearly knows who you are. Then he turns to me and he's like, "You must be Kels. I've heard so much about you." And I am like, "Oh, do you work with Josh?" And I was right. He was like, "Yeah, I do." And so we have a little bit of small talk and, he's petting the dog. All's going well. But that's when he's like, "You are an incredible sister," walking Josh's dog for him. My first thought was to tell this man that I'm not Josh's sister. I am his wife, his incredible, loving wife. But I was like, this man seems nice. I don't really need to put him in that uncomfortable position right now. And honestly, I didn't even really know how to react. So I'm just basically standing there like, what do you say back to that? I had like a million thoughts racing in my head. And this guy looks at me so confused because he's like, what is up with this girl? Like, why is she just staring at me like that? All I managed to blurt out is, yeah, he's a really good dog. Before I'm like, oh, we have to get going and just like skirt it off. Because what am I supposed to say in that moment? I tell Monty, "I'm sorry, bud, but this walk is getting cut short because I need to go contemplate my entire marriage." And the perfect time to contemplate your entire life is a walk home. So that is what I did. On this walk, a lot of things started clicking for me. Like, one is that Josh always told me that his company didn't allow +1s for holiday parties. Why did I even believe this? Every company allows +1s for holiday parties. He just was hiding me. Luckily, Josh is on a work trip for the next few days, so I can think about how I want to handle this situation because I'm floored. Do I make the mature and rational decision and talk to him about this when he gets home? Or do I make a little surprise trip to his office? Because I'm kind of leaning towards the latter.
I don't know if you guys remember, but I got this shirt literally 2 days ago, and it was white when I bought it. Oh, shit. I always spill something when I'm getting ready. Anyways, it was white when I bought it. Ah! Again! It was white when I bought it,
and it's pink now because I stuck it in the wash with like something colored, I think. But I literally swear that I didn't, and if I did, I think I stuck it in with like a black sweater, so I'm kind of shocked that this turned out pink. But I'm low-key like not complaining. It's such a cute color, and so I got this from Aritzia. They don't carry this color. They only have it in like white and black right now. And so I'm low-key like really happy with it because I like this pink better, so much better than the white. Also, I just curled my hair for the first time in what feels like ages. Like I feel like I haven't curled it in so long. Also, a lot of you guys were asking what these bronzy drops are. These are the Neod bronzy drops. They're under Decium, I don't know. So they're part of like the Ordinary group, kind of under the same like company, I don't know. I had literally the most terrifying dream last night. So you guys know how Nicki Minaj brings like guests on her stage sometimes, or like makes them sing? Like the song The Night Is Still Young, she like lets people sing that part during her current tour, and I had a dream that she brought me on, like she like forced me on stage. Like I didn't voluntarily like want to go, and she like forced me on stage, and I was literally about to bawl my eyes out because I cannot sing for the life of me. Like I'm a horrible singer. And then to make things worse, she forced me to start dancing in front of like the whole entire crowd, and I was like, oh my gosh, this literally cannot be happening right now. Anyways, I like sang and danced for her, and she like cussed me out. The only reason I had that dream is because I was at her concert like 2 weeks ago. I am so like invested in Desperate Housewives right now. Like it is such a good show, and I just started watching it like 2 weeks ago, and I'm already... I will say though, this may be a hot take, Susan is so annoying. Like I liked her so much at the beginning, but then she started like getting so irritating, and now I'm just like so annoyed with her. But let me know if any of you guys agree, because I just can't stand her. Also guys, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys, my YouTube video is up. I finally posted my Coachella vlog, so go watch that. It's really fun. One of my favorite vlogs that I've made so far. Also, I am due for a fresh new set of nails. It's been a hot minute. I feel like this is the longest I've gone without getting my nails done, but I just love them so much because I'm like in my cheetah era, so I think I would do something cheetah related again. Okay, I'm just adding a bit more blush using the Charlotte Tilbury wand. Okay, I just finished up my makeup. Bye guys.
Hey guys, my man, which I'm going to keep calling him that, thank you. He's coming over, so I'm gonna like recurl my hair because this is not a look. Oh, he's on his way, never mind. Oh my god. I wanted to recurl it because like he hasn't seen me since I got my hair done, whatever. But I don't really have time, and I kind of care more about not like looking ugly, so I'm gonna just curl like the front piece of this. Oh my god, I have it on the highest setting. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna do like this piece, and then like another one on this side, and then I'm gonna do my makeup, and I'm gonna brush these out so it's gonna look a little bit... Somebody's vacuuming. I miss him. It doesn't matter how many people tell me to run, like okay, scratch everything. I'm gonna like keep doing my hair. He's gonna be here in 10 minutes, and I'm trying to like, I don't even know what I'm trying to do anymore. I'm just...
Oddly specific things guys do that are attractive for no reason. When he's actually smart, you know what I mean? Like he can teach you shit. Like when you have a math problem and like he helps you solve it and he's actually correct and like he's basically teaching you, like my coochie's instantly wet. When he's driving and like he uses one hand to steer the wheel like this or like this, I was like, play with my cooch like that. When he has protruding veins out of his hand or like on his arm right here, when he knows how to change a tire or do an oil change, that shit just like Coochie wet, yep. Because look at you being an actual manly man. I love that. When you're hugging him and like you hug him on top and then he hugs you like the waist. When your hair's in your face and like he moves it out of your face. When he kisses you on your forehead. Coochie wet, let's all say it in unison. When he sits like this, honestly, just something about seeing his armpit hair. When they easily do stuff for you, like open a pickle jar or open like a jar in general. When he has a nose piercing or like an ear piercing, I love that. When he has like an odd like hobby, like pottery or like horse riding or some shit like that. When they call you super early in the morning and they have that like just woken up voice, like okay. When you're talking about girly stuff like periods and they're not like, ew, that's so nasty. Like they're actually interested to learn more about that type of shit. When he acts like your bodyguard, like when there's like a crowd of people, like you're in a busy street and you guys are walking and he's like basically like moving you with your hips or like your waist and like he's guiding you through people. When he knows the sidewalk rule, like he won't let you like stand on the edge, like where the cars pass and he always moves you. When he holds the door open for you, automatic coochie wet, like, or even holding your jacket or holding your purse, like they won't be like, I'm a man, I can't wear a purse, like, girl, what? When he opens the door for you with one hand and then like slightly pushes you through, like holding your lower back waist with the other. When you guys are at a restaurant and he orders food for you, like, yeah, tell me what I want because I really don't know. Like when he takes off his shirt but like from the back, like, okay. When he's walking in front of you and like he has his hand out for you to grab it. I just love that. I just love that. You guys already know me. When he pays for everything or when he pays for a dinner or when he pays for shit and you don't even have to pull out your wallet. When he sends voice audios instead of texting you. Like, well, yes, let me hear that voice real quick. When he's super passionate about things and has goals and knows what he wants. When a guy plays with his own hair, like twirling his own hair. When he drops you off after a date and he waits for you to get into your house. He doesn't automatically drive off. Okay, you care if your little princess gets home safely. Okay. This is the finished makeup look. I will be posting my in-depth makeup tutorial tonight, so please go subscribe. The link is in the bio. As always, I love you guys so much. Bye!
I'm bad as Michael Jackson. Hey, it's a holiday.
Get ready with me while I tell you the time I almost fought my brother's ex. My brother met this girl through a mutual friend, and honestly, when he told me that he was talking to a girl, I honestly was so happy for him and I was so excited because growing up, I grew up with guys my entire life, so I was just so happy, other than my cousins and my girlfriends, to just have another girl in the circle. You know, I don't recall the day her and I officially met. All I do remember is just telling my brother, oh, she's really quiet, she seems pretty nice, but I can't really say much because I don't know her. So fast forward, they've been dating for months now, and I really don't know much about this girl. And obviously, if my brother's dating a girl, I just want to know what she's about. What's her intentions? I just want to know. I remember one day I was like, oh, I just want to do my own research. So I went on Instagram trying to find her, and I just could not find her username. And so I went to one of my best friends and I was like, hey, can you search this username and tell me if it pops up? And she says, yes, I can see the account. And I was like, how am I already blocked? And I discovered that I was blocked on Instagram. My alerts were on high because I was like, yo, I don't even know you. You don't know me. And I'm already blocked. That's a red flag. I ended up keeping that information to myself because one thing about me is I'm not about to interfere in anybody's relationship. That is just not